You feel it on social media. And they beat the new aquacote. Omu enya voice Nkansah. Because omu genie maybe di eye dede ama nebuabo. But actually yabeko edumu. Later on the program, Daniel D. Taiko of the NPP communications team ebeba beka mensa ewujumedie so. Inti Daniel D. Taiko of the NPP communications team ebeba beka mehu ewo jumedie so. But before that, it's not the first, not the second, not the third, probably not the fourth. A friend of the media, friend of a year Talk Ghana, and then 24 hours before Easter, she will be passing through, and I will be having a tete-a-tete with her. Yane no betwetwe nkomo. Ansana bene eye ni Taiko aka ensem ma trend ewo Ghana. But then Beatrice Nanaya Owariwa Siao. Beatrice Nanaya Owariwa Siao will be passing through later on the program. Enchekra and Sana Mede Daniel D. Taiko and so esinkuya na yaka. And ye priority. Said the President Mohammed who said, Wamaya who said LGBTQ. And ye priority. And ye really here, and ye here and ye. And 2024, the other we here pa. But today, the President Mohammed, Wamaya who said Ghana for and ye LGBTQ the here. And then the here and some here ewo. And yet Russia, Ukraine here, and then America, Iran, they who crawl the back and some heading here. But before, say, and probably Beatrice Nanaya Owariwa Siao, member of the NPP, Yade no Bachuchen Komo, na Yadi di take on Swatchuchen Komono. Na Ochina, ya going to the holiday mood, and you bring ya holiday mood mono. Let's enjoy some videos. Some way back 2024. But let's enjoy some videos. Mostly from our good friends on the other side. The National Democratic Congress. Personalities be omo ekansem ediku yasu. And then the Nkansah tintintin. Yebo omo nsem no. Your friend blast from the past. Your mouth blast from the past. And it can be a soft na bijina story them. And Kabeka say, Nana Kwame, yanko.
So I says me, some of these people, obi had in yefu and enam. And then no mope, asofo are part of it. Ahimfu are part of it. I'm not here to attack anybody, but there are certain things some of the asofo ni konfo bi ekaya. And then this ba abemu I sorted a bit more out in it. They have kept quiet. So for Ben or Kufado. Lawrence Tete. Why LBGT? Or see, he will march the Jubilee House against LBGT. When he was put on a state government land, sales of state government land, what was about LBGT? Have you heard Lawrence Tete? I'm giving you an example.
Say he has been compromised.
That's why you see me, I don't regard most of them because their conscience have been sold. Me see, now since Lawrence Tete has been put on the committee by the last minister, said state land committee or a member, no, have you heard Lawrence Tete talking about LBGT bill? Have you heard about him? Apart from the Catholic Bishop Conference, mami another asofwa or muka about LBGT. But this same asofwa, most of them were talking about LBGT. That's why I may say these CSOs, they are the cause of our problem in this country. That is why me, I don't associate myself with any of them. Neither these pressure groups.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter. Nevertheless, the private members' bill introduced in Parliament has sparked a complex and sensitive national conversation. Our position is guided by our Constitution, respect for human rights and dignity of all persons, and the need to preserve social cohesion. While there are strong and differing views within our society, we believe that these issues must be addressed through democratic processes, our core values, dialogue, and the rule of law. I'm also mindful of reactions from our international partners, including the recent developments such as Lincoln University's withdrawal of their honorary doctorate. These developments underscore the importance of continued engagement and mutual respect, and of situating our national decisions within our constitutional and cultural context. Ghana, me jidi, my faith is against LGBTQ. Me Assemblies of God, me. If we say the faith I have, empany say bema bewari bema, oba bewari oba. Bill a war parliament, omunyam passing, but say aban actually says omu pass here, president on sign. If we say the attorney general like can say bibi a private members motion. Obetimi pass a bill with a private members motion, but enise edekabia ebeto abanso. And based on that technicality, President Asegna said seba on signing. In terms of the idea between Parliament and the executive, omoshe na omokan, ebia sombeshe bill numwa, nomashe bibia, it puts a charge on government na omoye no ifriwa. Then it opens the way for the president to be happy to sign the agreement. And so, me personally, Benjin this, and a man is a man, a woman is a woman. Me believe it say nipa utimi sorry I say me feeli wo me muse me yoba. And so yeah, wo me bear mind to me because no my yoba. They I mean, nature created us man and woman. And Nyame Boyano, he knew what he was doing when he created us like that. And so if you ask me, my personal faith is against it. Formula for 24-hour economy is 1, 3, 3. 1, 3, 3. So when I say 24-hour economy, you say 1, 3, 3. Now let me explain 1, 3, 3. 1, 3, 3 is one job, 3 people, 3 shifts. 1 job, 3 people, 3 shifts.
Mahama is a vote to protect our culture, to protect our family values. A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality, is a vote for comprehensive sexuality education, and Ghanaians say no to Trumu Trumu. No to Trumu Trumu. No to Trumu Trumu. We need John Dramani Mahama to come and sign the bill into law. Ayazu, if you love the children of Ghana, if you love our family values, if you love your faith as a Christian, if you love your faith as a Muslim, if you love your faith even as a traditionalist, you know that we do not support homosexuality. Napo must account for the money he took.
On this note, and on this auspicious note, let me make it clear that irrespective of the 1 cedi, we are not going to see an increase in the price of pump price at the petroleum sector. It is only an intelligent government that can do this. No, it's only a smart government. It's only a government with acumen.
with grave concern the rampant and unbridled increase in petroleum prices demonstrates that the Akufo-Addo government is insensitive and heartless to the ordinary Ghanaian. It is equally important to put on record that Ghana is a net exporter of oil. Therefore, when prices of oil at the international market rises, Ghana must benefit, and this benefit must be translated to the ordinary Ghanaian. When prices go up, because we're a net exporter, we gain more. And so it cannot be the case that international oil market prices are going up, and yet Ghanaians are suffering from the windfall that we make from petroleum exports. The recent increase have only resulted in worsening of the living conditions of the already impoverished Ghanaian under the Akufo-Addo presidency. One cannot but come to the conclusion that the Akufo-Addo-led government has run out of ideas. Hence, their decision to resort to such a rampant petroleum increase.
I think it's about time we make politicians know we voted them into power. The cowardice that Christian leaders have been made to and religious leaders have been made to is a shame. And I'm embarrassed with some of our clergymen. As much as we are interested in our titles, in the big titles, and who we are and how long we served, I'm yet to hear certain people speak against these manners. And for me, that is a shame. And so it starts from my home too. It starts from the clergymen. It starts from the religious clerics. It starts from the home of the chief imam. It starts from the chairman of Christian Council. It starts from the apostolic leaders. It starts from apostolic fathers. It also starts from the Catholic, Methodist, Presbyterian, and Anglican. But also beyond that, it starts from the charismatic leaders. We've been too quiet. And as much as we are grumbling, everybody wants to impress certain people. And that is the nonsense for me that must stop.
All right, Nana Kwame. Papa. What we call blast from the past. Yes, Amanfuakasa. Because talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. It's in Penifuakasa. Because we are near Kai. And same year, in Penifua war, Maimwa, Eka ya, a binum, Ejitumu, Ekotuaba, Edema, NDC. And the religious leaders become. He needs no introduction. The man you just saw on your TV, so Dr. Lawrence Tete, an international televangelist, right? And then on the board, so sale of the Muhammad land, sale of government lands was a day board, so and also know that. Yametiase. It is just to refresh your memories. But ane ansana nanaya ebet nasino. When you say fourth estate for and omokofa a yes soul source and semi ebai nansay ma chese Ghana for so who say abai mum padifuo bi e buyen afaso ye from a fourth estate and kanuna Manasseh can I don't think Manasseh is part now, but it comprises a year Suleiman Abrahima and the team fourth estate nansay who ensem eba ye President John Dramani Mahama SEO asabna abano die omo information with a year documents na ohun ye tuamu pa na ehun sem no back and forth na kwaba am ye hu se road contracts governs Kwame Agbodza as the roads minister then the call for ediama contractors no mu bi no omo etu futura Ghana for any krono kronofita ena ekoso ewu na fourth estate fo a ekofa nsem no ebaye no omo the figures di bi betu dwa governs Kwame Agboja ene ne nkofo e dispute anasa no mu eji ho akini we ya ntro figures di bi ya ntro we ya ntro anya no kre bokwaje we but still Sulemana Brahima and then nkofo stood their grounds. Na mekai awie the Sulemana Brahima of the fourth estate ediato the Facebook wall still chrono and then trona the yabi was a President John Dramani Mahama governs Kwame Agboja edaho esheho as Minister of Roads. President Mahama and Mgwasia governs Kwame Agboja egu yina. Why is he still there as the Minister of Roads and is it what transport? Onimani. But listen to all. Let's read this one from Sulemana Brahima of the fourth estate. Or say the data the Minister of Roads and Highways provided to the fourth estate on the cost of the rehabilitation of Dodo Pepeso Nkwanta Road was 804 million. The data the Ministry of Roads and Highways provided to the fourth estate on the cost of the rehabilitation of Dodo Pepeso Nkwanta Road was 804 million. The same figure was captured on the ministry's website. That is in Sulemana Brahima Air Kenya said. In Krata, roads and highways for omo copy information obo de momo. Actually said Dodo Pepeso Nkwanta Ekwano. Omo de Ghana sika 804 million and a pay kwano. Na sa information omo de ma fourth estate na. Roads and highways for them say no crentino. And I bear from 10 time on the website. On the 804 million nebiso echo to yentie. But the Minister of Roads and Highways, Kwame governs Abuja, posted on social media that the cost for the rehabilitation of Dodo Pepeso Nkwanta Road was rather 683 million into bracket C first frame. He said our figure was a misinformation and called on the public to disregard it. The Sulemana Brahima Air Kenya said more roads and highways for Bonamodi figure 804 million MI and a more musa supposed to be a momenka the internet so na me na nantiase and absorb from 10 times so the body man and mo amusa post to bio ya sha se ye yehudeda afi minister Kwame Agboja SCA fourth estate kofa by and throw the yedi dem mo ekwan no enye 804 million dem mo 683 million and yen fourth estate for and throw and yedi yet twaso. Incidentally, when President Mahama directed the ministry to respond to our investigations, the ministry deleted its data on the website. And Sulemana Brahima and Samuel can say, Adia Kwame Agboja Minister of Roads and Highways, Eba President Mahama can say, oh, Monfa documents numbreme. Dame sumenfa beni enhwemubi. Dame huni echiemu fourth estate for. Ehwa na Kwame Agboja. Bo modinya eko delete omu data na eda website hono. Da chese 804 na omu post to ewo omu site hono. President Mahama can't say for documents no brana udrebika ekuyifuni ho cheso obedada President Mahama said ye beya obi akra ho ade no sane ekoso na eno odi kogu to aso say now the data has been restored, and guess what? The cost for the rehabilitation of Dodo, Pepeso, and Nkansah Road is back to 804 million. To bracket second frame. The same figure the minister said was misinformation. The inconsistency is staggering. Engineer Suleiman Abrahima Kanyinani said, Omo kan say ade no nya no credit ye documents e cry and tro ne yedie da sikado dodo so pepesum kwanta kwan no ya wodo no na sika ekobu no 804 million a ye hu dede omo say tro ne yedi omo so ko omo site ekoyi sa figures 804 million efri ho. President Mahama kan say yemfa documents no emre odo no and omo koyi 804 every omo net no so said ye be you obi ahu and then figure now omo koyi omo kase 683 million and almost had 804 million asa kwa akoto omo website that is why and a intro and now figure do 804 million. President Mahama say yemfa document mra baji ho achine sa ade no yeboa 683 million. And then President Mahama documents do could do what? Just a dokure. Sad 804 million. Sana fourth estate for a patch. And also the inconsistency is staggering. That yabidi chat wana yako yadim atwa yejume diesuno. And then Malik Basintali ono ena oshe YEA Youth Employment Agency hwe just NDC fo dan kamo ntwe kakre dia mo ye no NDC part 1 a en kamo dia mo ntwe kakra send ye Ghana fo mo si omo ato abade amamo do mo anya mu arechemu idie en kamo ntwe kakra kransa no kamo wie bi ya na mpelifo kan se bi sa ade no omo se dey ye didi ho se ye dodo ho se dey na mo yin didim omo wo baby omo bu no sa na mo de mo ya kakra nka adwuma no mo nye na mo didi ho kakra ye hu se adwuma no mo ayefe mo didi ho kakra Ghana fo so o ade na ayefe wo didi ho kakra obi ani problem wo ye nipa na mo de ade no kra mo nya nsu bu didim maka mo hu bio. And then Malik Basintali na yami na etri omu nyina aka omu kasa ye pa wa ban no mu anase in opposition omu kasa ye pa no and omu na sam eto and then say Sam George the nim go egu ase social media en kolano e twene srani abasa ko social media e bia na wonte ne ma bi na ko abefo ntentai so kolano twene srani abasa. The Niman was say poto. He has no credibility as it stands. Okuja to a black one. Shade and one saw Kosa to kind of Konoba. And then you know, Kokanse director to say, I force they be trying Ghana for Casado. Malik Basintele. Also, the boys no way day. Why activated? The boys no say, not Washanta, Kokoti, and then Niabu Boba. And some boba. Then Malik Basintele documents be air fly around. Now documents no authorization. What's written on it? Let me see. Whether okay. Remember Nana Kwame display. Authorized procurement activities for Youth Employment Agency. Assembly Ginanse and then Malik Basintele. And other Youth Employment Agency no ano. Na Malik Basintele other Youth Employment Agency ano. Opposition ono su ye dede pa. O ye dede sɛnea nana do ebu ɔman no de ɔmo ehu de mpɛne nsɛm da nkɔ yie ɛnɛ yɛde adwuma nso ahyɛ ne nsa youth employment agency na Malik Basintele ɛna ɔso ɔpɛ sika na kyɛ sɛ ɔde ayɛ dɛ yɛwɔ youth in a year turkey berries mepatwɛ ɔmo de turkey berries ɛyɛ deɛ ebi frɛ no abeduru ebi nso frɛ no kwawu nsusua deɛ ɛbɛyɛ nkwan ya ɛka papa ɔde yɛ nkwan ya yɛso nya mogya ne were very good kwawu nsusua na aban Malik Basintele ɛpɛ sika ɛde mmabunu akɔyɛ kwawu nsusua yi bi a 9 million cedis 9 million cedis ɛna ya authorize ɛde ama no mepatwa bi a 9 million cedis no beka wɔn hyɛ da ɛntia siesa 9 million cedis ɛyɛ tete sika 900 billion cedis tete sika 900 billion cedis ɛna ɔde kɔ akɔdua kwawu nsusua youth in kwawu nsusua and the youth in Indomie Malik Basintele produce youth in kwawu nsusua abedru authorized the year diamano 900 billion cedis as in 9 million cedis na ɛno no nso no Ghana for ehu documents no ɔmo ɛtiɛtiɛ mo pa na Ghana for tiɛtiɛ mo na me say as a documents no kwa mo nhyɛ da nhwɛ die hwɛ saa documents na mu ɛkyɛ bɛma nana kwame ɛde ato akasafoni no so aba wɔn hwɛ documents no a hwɛ procurement of vehicles ɛno no nko a figure ɛhyɛ nkyɛn ha NDC for the cars yay Randy Abeba no to cars mini hwan no mu procure cars just na the ministry bia baby obi ato cars Randy Abeba ya na o koje car mono Land Cruisers hwie bi go na ontua afiafo ka ene krata no hwe Malik Basintele die no authorized procurement activities for the Youth Employment Agency. Who say procurement of vehicles 48 million 480 billion procurement of vehicles authorized the Yamanu or pray or pray and that's OJ 48 million as in 480 billion cedis or the koto cars and then yensika edua ekwiafoka and so Malik Basintele edge 480 billion so the koto cars. This is the Ghana we live in. Nsabno esre enika but yabekọ yedim makacho say nanka be hwe edim say Beatrice Owarewa Siaw ebetna se na Daniel ni take so no atna se makika nsem di biabo mene Daniel ni take erera nsem no ebibo and this for munim sikadi o budi sikaba ne yefe sikado so say fi yentua teacher ni kantua ayi nurse ni ka eye ekwan a mo beye was Ashanti region afeni yesi yesra ba beto aso ayi so abe intergen and yesi sikani and so for procurement of aye vehicles authorized the 480 billion. But there are more questions again, Yebebisa. Going forward, no question I maybe bisa, who is the contractor? Abia no your question be going forward, Yebebisa. Why the contractor? Yadi adiano po mano. The Kwaku so ada de 9 million e Kwaku dia no efu be ya. Omo e ko dia no he. Ah? Na ye defend them better particulars ni gina ebebro. Contract no. Omo assign on. No more assign here. You hold on. Ya be sa ho work ni gina e defend them better particulars e dia bro. Na me ko di enchen no. Very good afternoon to you, Mrs. Crofy. Mrs. Crofy inside Edu. In fact, Mr. and Mrs. Crofy. And then you bring baby Abubia, Mr. and Mrs. Crofy were inside Edu. Michichiabo, baby Abubia, Yame Emma Dana, Uncle Swa, and Yamo Kese, Mr. and Mrs. Crofy. And then once again, Mr. Echiamo. Which way Daniel D. Taiko Abrante, Beba Kwaba.
Joseph Luke.
No, what to say?
Yamiadum the Biaboko, or don't for Nadum. Party by opposition is a communication team, no. The regional communication teams are hold well organ. Mama the new patriotic party. The one department a party by opposition Yenji Home. Na Yenji Home, so to say, a throw. Any necessary poetry and this 4 year Ama the new patriotic party Abana and Ado Danko Kufado Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the next president of the Republic of Ghana, and me Antoaso. And no chinam to one more can kind the next chapter book no. Nam sure someone near what Dr. Mahmoud Baumia next chapter book no mom say Ghana for pa ya shark mommy trapo.
Thy known is always at last.
Mommy trapo. Because I was shut and no man Kosu Nansen ya. Ubisa ho say e den pa na eduru ha na ke mama Mr. Timame Chamene e nana edumensa asare e nana mokumhene one nana no matran kunya wa mokum nyina mechia o mo wi an machia lawyer Kofi Obiri Yeboah lawyer Kofi Obiri Yeboah so bi ma hye bedwani me de dan da medana sinema koso no makaso ni papa kire se mhwe de wi a oboa mabunu e ba no school sem now here to about the new patriotic party just the recent registration it may be all the polling stations all to be now registration no you call to the extent of sometimes identifying the people going to the wherever they are or they call register to make sure say you're credible and strong data and Aduma 2028 between their prosecuted agenda the kind of support of them the constituency executives led by Chairman Michael Edu say Mama Makodu Lily Nea Mr. Kyeremanteng Omunina Jumadina Moye enemy coordinators police station executives wo so menyina medo omunina ase wo Jumadina Omaye Santimemwa the new patriotic party dan nyina ahofamma soronko amode tie the new patriotic party achi media mani so pa because if you breach a boy 2024 now we how Asanteman came through for us now we heard the number of MPs Asanteman de ma ye a chese party because the full money Asanteman mo ma ha we say na manfo be very disappointed out of which nkofobi etida ya omanko to aba ne ade but ne nyinam gidi yese bibire no a yetida ya anto aba omom call to the extreme of voting for the NDC and no mo because in some omoti mfie ba kono ama bibire na ase afem na nso a chenso muye chambebu nyina de mi wi ana ma adopted constituency German North constituency Kyeremanteng be bia wo bia ma cham de nchia kese pa be free honorable Eric Yeboah ho the Chairman Matanga no executive committee or German North. So sitting there, it must come back home. German North must come back home. And I think say Chairman, Michelle will calm this position. And you do my warrior with me abwa. Say Anthony, we don't have an next year or German North for Smetcham. Keke. And this is for so 1 year, first year no now the new patriotic party, yeah, elections now. You see giant. The giant who parliament this for a propaganda. Fa ho hye krono de pa ya me ni anda ho nanso eto aba ne wie ye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia wie ye the communication team ne all department of the new patriotic party ya bi say ye twa ammuo no ye yamfie ne yanko ho no ama 40 team say aba papa aba no ho ne ko hu say sa na bibia ntwem ye kodi nyina sa na ye ibayra ne atidue ya bibia ntwem nam kra na so because amemu no omubu no ye hwe the way almost set it off first by majority attacking OSP. Now OSP na majority ni yomadwen say omo the bill back parliament near scrap the OSP no. It was a way of making sure that the gatekeeper will be taken off. Now ye ma OSP no hunya emobone say enra na ne kasa ye ene ne ye ne bibia wo ye no na ase oye surrogate of the NDC na ne nsanka ye ne nyoma wo ye nyina no na play to the benefit of the NDC enti na mo hwe nyoma wo ye no e bia no mo opposition na amo suru no kire say omo so mo hwe ye na mo nyina mfi won ma e de asembeba but de ka che omo say se nipa na oda no no mbo number the OSP act na do dan Kwaku Dr. Mahmoud Abia de buy that institution must remain. I don't support the OSP, the man himself, Kise Jabin, because I believe that when we were in government, no one, he was always playing to the gallery, always playing the extension of the NDC and doing propaganda. And then, Omoba Bemo, Omunya super majority, they want to scrap you and you are now crying. What the NTM say, Omo institution in I say, Krono Omo asset of Omo Bono. So Omo na OSP ni ba, the other year MPP no be beyond. And until almost start to say attacking. But the can say the institution must not be scrapped. The NDC 4 years out there now will be out there every day to demonstrate because yeah mom must akro no. And Chebia and NDC for Papa Bako. Near the same common for the Pedma. Almost you for the campaign on jobs. And my youth in solid Jomachi say NDC abandoned 24 economy de Duma Baba. Almost friend 133. Just said 1 job. 3 shifts. The more for ball more than few back papa. 1 job, 3 shifts no you. One man and the MP back. And Kaukare come who ye. Sabio Manis Sunaso. Madina MP. Would they say you Nkawaya Janka? You even want to live in an orphanage. And in Kawudi, some can simply say bar, you find your way, take your time and tell the people something nice. Okache man tell him about what Ghana I say. Young Connie and Koto Indomi. Nkadi nkapomu to Ghana enua ni bi say yenkonto ampesie yenton fufuo yenton banku yenton bibi Ghana kache say yenkonto indomie meskapa to the extent that onam ne mantemu a oyeka osani na mojina no ngodi indomie kire say yenkoye no yenkonto enti ne mo say mali basintale say onumpo de say bio abamduro de say promote Ghana 5k men here bi say Malik basintale 5k men omrom ko dua abamduro no anasa de ai 5k men no anase se bio de o chairman se nketia kan se e de nkwasiafo ne petu mi no sa 5k men se bio me nkwasiafo enti e ba ne se e ba be adwuma de a wo do obi fufuro ne be ye and NDC fo mo ye adwuma ma NDC their branch executive are saying say unya branch executive ana unya penny constituency executive apposa NDC fo unya mu enti those people who supported the NDC and voted for the NDC and the bebre na afere bebre na nyewu e say the NDC that came to power that promise 133 are now saying say 133 there's no job for you na ye bisa omo amrantie ne mabawa ya for madwuma you fin fire service assistant you fin police assistant yellow for blue for yi e bisi ne NDC for ntwa omka a teacher for aye fa omo a nurse for aye fa omo bisi ne NDC for ntwa omka you ask yourself say hey no mo NDC ba mu e so mo ya NDC for ya for madwuma kwa ntwa omka ne Ghana for no omo kosa lie koto abane ne say ni da so bia ni ho be 1 week na bisa branch be say mo ka say Crofo market mo ba mo be ye o say Crofo market ne de 24-hour economy market ne ka say be ye no e na greater Kumase esika na ye say se bia subi ehia so bantama omu nyina market ne o be boa no na mo de say fans na ko Crofo na say ye twa mo emfie ba akunye because ye wo some na mo opposition no na mo ye campaign say Afari military hospital the bia ye duru ye nwie ni embie honorable Minta Akando every now and then only NDC for military hospital na menim de opa ho emfie ba akuni ko ho enua na afu tenteni ade nyina e da so fu ho you ask yourself say NDC dey na eyomo enyo mo dey campaign Asante Regional Hospital mo say Asante Regional Hospital we should finish the campaign and open the place we even went to the extent of opening the place there you bet must start mo ko ye demonstration ka say ye nwie bibia nti mo ma na nya adwuma enne mo ba emfie ba akuni mo fa block ba akokra nko sawia ho. So we ask ourselves, say, you are to force it. Sikano, when your wife is all best spend, yeah, may you never catch a gun for say, $1 number from $1 is stable in United say, a binding sick and won't and Shaya MPP di ba bemwa the gains of the MPP no and omo kra ne kakra na nkanye saa ubenya regional minister if you no pakosi anwumre na ote bridge ase ye kokra ya wose no ote TikTok na yesi won so free o eto free TikTok ho no na bridge ase no beba o free bridge ase a na ko TikTok na nka wo bibi ye na why you busy enough now we lobby for roads we lobby for a lot of things you will not always be living under the bridge now when your MCE for askwa no to tanechi uboko na yinso o makwan nyina ye ya na aka asphalt e kwan nso to ayese no udu ginya ase miami school me ama mata Kumasi high school free ho ekosi ese agency go and see how the place is and the corner than goes down no business is going on there people who have done investment are all moving away from that place asantimem one they are not touching everything bibien one mo ye wa bibien ho the MCs are the omo ya say ya to omo pay MPP aban ye adwin say ye kate quote according to the size of the country na ye MCs ni ade ni ya to omo pay so NDC buy omo dey akọ full amount and they are enjoying over 30,000 everybody and so they are enjoying their pay even though they are not working. No money is coming, no investment in education, no investment in healthcare. Agenda 111 ahodo a wasantemem in various stages of development omo jani nyina ego ye ko kan ya ye bra John Mahama say LGBT plus any priority ne mobilization
no kura de meba ho ni araho bibi ko duru ye no was say any priority mo education priority be say education
okay
e dey na why your education if you say wo ba ye je why your ni say teacher for ye fa o mu ntu omuka e dey na why your healthcare and the healthcare nurse for ye fa o mu ntu omuka e dey na why and the youth development and jobs and mental wo fa o mu e fire service the police assistant you are not paying them. And so when you go on the roads, so who the car nam, who the upper, who the car nam, another the motor na mention helmet, blue for now home, let me tell you, they will be hustling everybody. We are not through motor, we are not through car, and corruption is everywhere. Because some people in Chanica, type your money about it. A buyer saying the NDC are buying more money so matter they are you are not paying them over 6 months, 8 months, you are not paying them. So you ask yourself, say NDC buy, they know my year. Apart from say every now and then they keep on promising people. Nan say NDC for ekoshia nana ahemanphobia. No must say nkokɔ ma mo so mo nkonye. Na mi bi so nkokɔ ma no wansa ma mo so mo nkonye no. Unim fia o mote. Na unim so mo space o manya nkokɔ no. Ese enyo mo ye nyina no ase o ma nwene ho no mo ye. Na propaganda nti na se bi o mo de kontombu ene baje etumi no. Na 2 minutes buy na efoforo mo 2 minutes buy no efoforo NDC for no enti na uhunu ne omo ye as and now we don't know what they are doing ba bia je aguntebo ni wakasa LGBT dia me baso but any economic situation yobo ka kire ne say inflation abafo 3.2% and agency say inflation na aba from na diama bu be kono ya dabia ya ka for so long time say ya ntete ma so but surprisingly inflation above for yan kote ne National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers from NASPAWAP almost say omo ebe tutu isumu na sachet water na bag no do na average le to be 10 cedis na dey obde be call 15 cedis a free April 6 year JPRT and as men can say drop afo and so pre so mo car bo no almost di bibi ebe tutu so na chese mo say intokwesi run any hwan so obdi bi eto car bo no so na fuel prices na e sachet water product surprising dey but this almost carry run why the man pressure air bow so but inflation agent 3.2%.
Kege the best room okay Russia Ukraine
yes
and ya and tell you me say nyame a wo twa ndisi for Canada was starting temper chere say and ya na chiro mo say we ase no de we si wo baby we ase baby no or effect on the other side of the world and this for kwabontin ka chere say Russia and Ukraine for no kra na o mo ko enya de o mo brese de ye bre na bomb no emu de na ato Ghana e kama Ghana 40 as say bomb bia anto Ghana na mi bisa say America bomb ato Ghana na ana say Israel for bomb ato ha ana say ballistic missiles Iran for to emu bia ato Ghana mini mansini kra bia ato ebesi ne ebi nto ba bia ti man this phone fan excuse man ye kan say Ghana nko awo and inflation gina faako na dollar rate and say exchange rate gina faako na nso ye toto bu mi nti sa economics na se wo ti ase e kire say NDC aban se ma wo keka nyina ya atrosem nya de agidi e beyi na de ba kwa ma roho ne say when you were in your position mu ye dede ka kire say mu wo the magic wand mu wo intricacy amutimi dia ye amana ye and therefore sika no wo Ghana ha ye betimi aye adwuma amana ye and therefore busia ye boni anwuma ye nyina emboa enne mu ba ban mu ye bisa say de na ekoso ene NDC ba o mu se ye mo kwan Ghana fo nyina mo kwan no mu nkyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu nkyerɛ na de ye bisa say MPP aban na dan kokufa da aban mu ma ye kwa me kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu kyerɛ Ghana fo bidia de ba ye bia no mampe mu ye ni sasɛm twampoa e kan nsɛm akɛse kyerɛ Ghana fo ma ye ho anya akono ene ba ye ka kyerɛ mu nsɛm ye ka kyerɛ mu nyina it is happening to you who ka kyerɛ drivers ni say e mo nto fu abum e bra fu no from 10 akọ 13 ayenye no you anticipate say by the end of April is likely to be 15 because we into percentage if not more we percentage na omutu mu na say we percentage na adeba ko esre say omutu PURC for at light so by 4.8% and water so by 3.06%. ye bisa say
na wotete so na do for the so
January utumu more than the 4%. Now what is 4%? What are you trying to tell us? Then I'm more catching no ya mutu January ya mutu
over 20%.
Now but it's 4%. Say bina is am fast I ko man mabuchi. Sa you man no moye. Azansem no mo ya che Ghana for. En kan no so mate so no ne ko he. And then what is community community areas ni bi te say e bia obaba afu kwanta be bia me wo no oba aboabo okọ bia ehija ne ade a. Mi se duro nwumra refie bi mu he. First MPP aban tama na omo se nyomo mu odin no kwa no na akofie bie mu a light wo efie compound bia ne asoso e na wura fie bie mu a omo dunum kan na te se de yadum kan e o area because they cannot pay for light and omo mu to nso bodwa for more fridge omo chiri nsuo e man kofo so omo pampam ukwa go and ask them uto light 100 cities 3-4 days na kan na sa and the NDC you don't understand what is happening omo di meter fufuro bia ba sa meter no omo de bo no ma no mama wade bi ekuta ayese phone to ko recharge na mi aso kono ko bisa on for Usain Bolt udi gusu a na ayese na ko sa meter ne de me see area bia omo be bia mawu omo meter bi o mi aso me see adwemboni omo de ba
ba na okay what to move over 20%
what to over
4% as matter
ask us what
we were in do baby and ejina na obefa ko 20%.
Petrol no the petrol is expected to increase by 8.06%. That means even 13.30 no more age no the right amount of very soon will be 15.19. If diesel also is projected to rise by 9.76, pushing the price to 17.85% per liter. A whole never could do now catch driver ni no use diesel predominantly use diesel oh yeah is for say petrol 13 other number say diesel na driver for use is now projected to increase up to 17.85% liters per liter. It is a who cast a more to one more. Nothing our hope is actually. We say near Tamana 10% no 10 cities no. Nanko for a group 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. The upper could now run about between labor up to Anoga Junction. Maba one for 190. Because the people are doing short in discipline. Your regional minister who is in charge of national security, and as a RECSEC, chairman of RECSEC, one what a bridge I say. I don't pay you what a bridge I say. And who is going to make sure that people are disciplined enough? Coffee. Into a doom now by you Juma. Now you for so be at 330 cities and 50 cities no one here. But for Kwaku, so no much is coming from them. Internet to be quite just one. On the Madum Bridge and Saya or Baliba. No, the taxes Saya will become run about. Ushana ya miko afu konta o miko anoka jansi do anoka jansi na nenya obi do no abre no atena kem no de kojoso nti na ukọ adwuma na wo befia abane de wo fa training mu or wo family to training mu say kona nte because people are indisciplined, nobody is checking them. The original minister who is in charge, who is supposed to make sure say the DCs and the police and whoever are in charge and making sure that the right things are done. What the bridge ase pinti na santimani na no ne askwa bridge ase santimani na they are what is say and they have make it a mecca of all the ministers and their chairpersons and whoever. Na me bisa say e say nkete eba bridge na se no odu LL traffic light na traffic light ye adwuma odu more traffic light na ye adwuma utra hoduma KFC omo traffic light o na ye adwuma ansa na wako bridge no so wo tra bridge na police station traffic light so eye adwuma about 4 or 5 traffic lights before and after the bridge they are all not working. The regional minister is looking aloof. This is a man as a grown obedia actually
that's a grown
onye na dwen say oba ye obelo bi for akwan onye na dwen say obelo bi for school dan onye na dwen say hospital awodo ayesie obeto aso nothing is working nti me opportunity bi kasa kire the new patriotic party for me say we can go out there and expose the NDC. We can go out there and campaign on good policies. We can go out there and campaign about your records in government. But yentiman kan ho ambom. Yentiman fan cheche ho. Yentiman cheche nyoma ni amwani enya the right data. We will still struggle. What you say? Yentiman say party for abubufu ye na mabafie mumra. Munso ankrofo bi abufuo. Wo mo se bibi the base na say me WhatsApp chat ahodo. Me say me join platform bi a friend the base. And I'm call platform so. Me call platforms am ko check here na ese sankofo ya omo se omo de ye internal politics wie ye omo candidate anwini nto omo bu ofua mu nyama dwo so omo de beche omo na akote platform no a omo se bibi the base the make a party for say wo hwe platform so platform hodo awo so na we MPP ni no obi de work platform bi so I find the base a dwane free so catch omo say so omo ye MPP for obi free so me that platform I told them say and them tell me the new patriotic party ni. Now me did say formation of that debate no anti-party behavior no. I am leaving and I'm charging everybody who believes what did he say the MPP near Banya Betima Babaji Ghana free the incompetent John Dramani Mahama everybody should leave. Yes sir, I am fan cheche yam yen hwe kon e befa so a yen nyebe move to the center ni aboa party achechiri ye ni ho ya akono because no matter what we do if you are not united we will still struggle against the NDC. It must in some making no comes down to the fact that we must reorganize our base. Young Fancy Chayon, me, you're to Abano. No, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, no, Dr. Benchampo, everybody knows. But you're to Abanu, ye, Adianche, and the candidate can say, Ninkoda, ni team Nina. We should all go back and fall in line with the party. And so that was a charge by me flag bearer hopeful. Say, you go back to the party and work for the party because no your investment he has gone back to the party to support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So who am I? Say me chama who am I to say me whatever is going on say Dr. Benchampo ni wini ya I would have loved everybody to come and support him. So when we need not Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wini I said what you for aton kwam. What you say? These are all 5 great men who wanted to lead the party. And the Mawufu no Adianchi so come to the party. Hey, whether we like it or not, in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, it's either going to be MPP or NDC. All other parties will still continue to struggle. MPP enjayo. And it's a way you say e bia obu afunti wo se wo twon. Na wo kan se makese a mesre. And I'm saying minim say ochina besa back to the party nti no. Eya won sem na wo kan hwani e. Go bedu ba bi na ebe wo be fere so besa ba. And say unya abotre now go back the last time better on the banana siedu the host of the morning show anka say bi o mpanyifo anko ni momo any baby away campaign adu ni baby away enwuma adu anka yansa go back to the party grassroots but say there be me transfer word mo na me ntiantem kukudu ebra obi nteme ne wase and he's going to Atwango Weja is this south
second vice
for second vice what it means is that when we say eyeso onu so put his shoulders to the wheel. Everybody, no matter how big you feel in the party, go back to your constituency. Because the next MPP government, so when the constituency, when you post the next MPP government, so when you grassroots, so when you constituency, see any more constituency, what do you post to? Yes, to be lawyer could feel what say? If the party doesn't know you, if the constituency executives don't know you, you are not a party member. It is a what you now support the new patriotic party with your money. Yeah, can say a more breast to be very MP, very chairman, very woman organizer. Now we make sure say support now all day bano and what dance here money. No chance the party be consider what sa chairman no sa secretary sa woman organizer no what do you want dance here? Now see anymore. Not even a flag bearer can give you a position. I can tell you. The next MPP government, no. Chairman won't we can say me. See I am from so. Ya young from so papa. Now I tell you, Nimi chairman Makeredu say he has promised. Say party nim wo constituency a. Na say my opposition say because of na Dr. Mabubu Amiakraka o say post ya chairview. We are giving 10 appointments to every constituency, and then the rest that will be given. If you are not knowing your constituency, you won't get it. Because when you get it, and the police will be busy. So when you post, now constituency for they say who free to be in when you are post no. Now chairman nimo, women organize nimo, youth organize nimo. Near my post no. I can tell the president, Dr. Mahmoud, I say any and only the police for me busy. Because this for Baba, me who say unya this nya Ghana ni. And this is bad Nansenya, or mommy who say unya this nya, unya Ghana ni. And I can't correct me am director Poyando. Go and see what they are doing to Poyando. I won't be surprised by the end of the month they sack this guy. And this is bad you almost see Tata Paul just because of his rap on the new patriotic party. And we are telling the people, say you know I'm trying to war. No, and this is 4 years I'm trying to war because I'm trying to war ma. A brand sooner said Dr. Mamuba me aba. I'm going to reduce nose no one because we will not give any space to them.
Ansana Obesore Kurado. Just a sentence or two. One word for President Mahama on LGBTQ. I think so. And then the now Kuma stop and your priority.
LGBT. Nibisa mama for muhe. Ebisa papa for muhe say you move wine. And now Osorano pa. So Kweduma. None of friends said that me no one come. Ma me no one come. No occasion say ma me bema. Nanso me o me yonko bema na ana me feel say me ne da. Obeja ne ba no ho akwaduma. So enye priority a. Yero ajo mama ne ba Farida. E ka kire ne say anopo so akwaduma as president. Na ne ba Farida ka kire ne say da me wo feeling ma me yonko ba. So obeja ne ho ma ko officer me jama no. It is our top priority. Our culture is against it. Our person how we raise is against it. And you want to mean Jao Baho. So Bakacho say, if we're a lesbian and now we're gay, no want to mean Janho. Now be Jao, you want money na Casadia, and you're not sad, you know, a priority. Kiki, Sada meet my catcher, your mama.
Yamatuaso Daniel B. Taiko, let us say, also, pass it. And Makacho said, and a year, Holy Thursday, ye holy mu, and ye way, Holy Thursday. Live on Wontumi TV so na Daniel Ni Taiko, member of the NPP communications team, and now tie no na ansa na me hye dwumadi na sa na sa me hye ase no me ka kire wo se ye ne ye nuaba Beatrice nana ya owarewa sia betwetwe nkomo ti nka odo ne ye de no hye ase but adie bi eche no ehye baabi aha na chese wakokam ewo baabi traffic situation and Holy Thursday enye easy kra Ghana for ayehye nti then omo ekokwawu omo ekohi traffic situation no ewo Asante Mantem ha enye asem ketu akra nti ye nuaba Beatrice owarewa sia ababeka yensa ye no so a very good afternoon to you. Kwaku Ameyao, a former constituency chairman for Nkoko, Kwaku Ameyao, what the Mabia Breme, Chileno making Kaibi, Ediacho. But me, one would be a year Beatrice Danaya or Wariwa Siao or year member, staunch member of the NPP, National Council of Patriots, on Chicago any attitude na somewhere in 2010 and Obabedu Ghana Obedu Ghana so free 2012 and wasum NPP na till date into a staunch member strong member of the NPP Uguswa also a year party na Breno Dua was it last week or this last week we saw a press conference be ewo enkrai the United say Breno Edru Enuho osi edru ho de bie apono na obeko na odedani a kire Asante Mampo weekend said I would say ye wa Asante Mampo aha nti brenu dru ho no na ye bie mu dia odedani a kire Asante Mampo no no so agina na ya to no so aba na ye bede no nkomo no de se wodim ya na ye poto nti ebe photo na ma kire wo nso kakra nti ebe kɔ de saa kopim sɛ no sinya ebebo abi me ma akwa ba
meje woso
na oho te sɛ
moho ye yamyado
yeda yame ase baby afraid that traffic no you say nya sam keto akora
oh enye kra
any which way once again you welcome.
Thank you.
And how has it been like in your world? What's it like in your world? How's it going?
Everything is going well. A little stressful, but it's going well.
Yeah, a little stressful because I really do understand, as I was saying in Chi, that the traffic situation today is something else.
Something else. Something else. I was at 100 roundabout and I said there was too much traffic, so let me dodge. And because I'm a Abinchi Coco Clinic and Mekem.
And what to be worse off.
If I try.
By which way, you welcome aboard once again.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, the last time I heard of you, you were somewhere in Accra, granting a press conference. What's it about? Is it about your bid? Tell me something. Why the press conference? What influenced your decision for the press conference? Somewhere last week, right?
Yes, please. It was an introduction of who is Nanaya and what I currently do and my political ambitions. Yes, within the New Patriotic Party. So just like an introduction to the media, not necessarily a press conference.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
Oh, you just wanted to introduce yourself to the media.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. And tell me something about Santimampo. How long have you been there? I was there this weekend for a funeral. Yeah, and when I went to Santimampo, well, Nanaya, I saw the grounds, and some people wanted to do propaganda, saying Nanaya really doesn't come from a Santimampo because Nanaya doesn't even know her family house.
Oh. Propaganda. You know, my mom's building is the MTN building, so unfortunately she passed. And I'm coming from Imprefie, the White House opposite the palace, and my grandmother's house is behind Nana Dufie's.
Now let's take it slowly, so that for the propagandist, they will know that yes, you have your roots at Santimampo. So your family house is where? You say what's your family house?
I'm coming from Imprefie. So my mom's actual house that she built is the MTN building.
Okay. And then currently at Santimampo.
Yeah, she built that. Yeah. So most of the tiling is coming from Italy. So my mom built that, and as she was building it, she passed.
Oh, okay.
Correct. And our family house is the Imprefie, the White House opposite the palace is the family house. And then my grandmother's house is behind Nana Dufie's house. Around, there's a church back there. So.
All right, when do you be the chair? Okay. Yeah, now me di ebisa Nanaya ama Nanaya kwaba ne say oh maybe the day we could pay mu Santimampo na me didi nkomo ye na mu ne di nkomo Nanaya utade Nanaya ba na chese we ebia ni agise me de Nanaya ba no so na ebi so hey Nanaya kura no kura wa busu afie wa ha o wa bu ni busu afie wa ha na bisi ebisa Nanaya se na busu afie kura no kura odim na address ewo Bampo and also the maame ne see edan a currently MTN for ewum ewa Santimampo ho na ebra ne maame guso a wo si na tiles ni no se ne maame kra free Italy na buy no guso a wo ye ho adwuma na unfortunately o kan chire egu ye iti ne maame enkati asefo ho no free emu na omo fie kura no o ka eye Imprefie. Is that the name?
Yes.
I or say de ahemfie no na edin hwede mu ewo ho nti our house address the upper actually say our house address nti mo am say onfra Santimampo no wa kire odinchi say efie na MTN fo wo mu sa abri kura no ye de maame edi si sa efie no the idea he feels to trade, you know, I almost almost if you back and one in another feel or Chiluguswa it's your house address. Now,
Yeah.
when I just ended the registration exercise, registration of membership.
Okay.
It's come to a conclusion now. Fair assessment, how did it go for you?
I think it went well.
And with the online registration and all that.
Yes, there were two options. You can register manually by going to your constituency and registering there physically in a book, or you can do online registration. And that particular registration was very easy and seamless. Within a few minutes, you can even pay your dues, have access to what's going on within the new patriotic party, and make donations if you like. And that one is even still ongoing. But I think for that 1 month exercise, people wanted to register because they wanted to participate within the polling station elections. And so I think they've wrapped that up. And now we're moving into the verification and contesting for the polling station.
Very soon. So we're currently ongoing, and with online registration, as you said, I think it was something that came in handy.
Yes. Even I registered online.
Yeah. So. Oh, you registered online.
It's so easy. So.
Oh, so easy. I think it's eliminated when I go to the polling station. I don't see this. I don't see that. They don't come around. I think it was something went well, right?
Yes. Whoever came up with that idea is a genius.
It's a plus.
It's a plus.
Anyway, Nanaya, let's talk bread and butter issues then.
Okay.
Because currently, President Mahama says that, we should be talking bread and butter issues, and that's of priority to him at the moment. The last time I recall, I was having a chat with you, and your lights were off.
Yes. Oh, you remember?
I remember,
Mahama
because I was also in the dark.
Yeah.
Your lights were off, mine was off. And that's what we do witness every day, day in and day out.
Right.
But now, when the NDC came into power, they increased electricity bills, increased water bills, far over 20% and all that. But we're somewhat experienced in doing so. Your take on that for starters, the electricity situation, prices of electricity, prices of water, somewhat the Dumso experience. How are you coping as a Ghanaian yourself?
I don't like it. I think I mentioned the last time I put 5,000 cities. I live alone in my house in Ahondru, and it didn't last me even 1 month. I think I mentioned
the last time you came around.
And right now we see that there's been a reduction in tariffs, so they say, of 4.8.
But you've not witnessed it at the moment because first April,
4.8% for electricity and 3% in water, but that's still small. Because if you're paying let's say 1,000 cities, right, and it's 4.8, that's 48 cities. So what is the hoo-ha about this? You're still suffering. It's still high. Do you understand? And fuel is going up higher, and I don't know how we are coping. I don't know if this is the better Ghana that they were so dying.
But with your electricity bills, you say you spend something in the region of 5,000 cities.
Yes.
Monthly.
Just me alone.
I don't know whether the last time I asked whether you've been to the office and whether they've resolved it at the moment.
No, I've been to the office, but they said it's normal and no one is tapping for my line, and that's what I'm supposed to pay.
And with the Dumso situation, how frequently do you also experience this?
I think a couple of nights ago, the lights went off again. It was going on and off as if there was a child playing in the room and I don't have any children. Like go off, on, off, on. I was like, wow. So luckily I have, a generator, so I have access to electricity, but not everybody has that luxury, so it's bad.
You are talking about the fuel situation now, and the last time we do recall that President John Dramani Mahama, whilst in opposition, when the NPP was in power then, was made a reference to the Russia-Ukraine war. At that time, we're telling Ghanaians that, oh my, whatever is happening now is due to the war in Russia, due to the war in Ukraine. And they will hear none of that. Now, under President John Dramani Mahama, the fuel situation is edging up, going up, day in, day out. The last pricing window, I think we all witnessed it. And I think a liter of fuel is now something in the region of 13 cedis, diesel 17 cedis a liter, and all that.
Yes.
Nanaya, that's the Ghana we find ourselves in.
Right.
What's your assessment? Or what do you have to say about this?
We are experiencing this in under a year and some months. And I'm afraid of what's going to happen in the next 3 years or the next 2 years to come. So we are suffering, unfortunately, and at least fuel with Nana Akufo-Addo didn't reach to 17 cities, and now we are experiencing it. We import over 40% of our fuel from the Netherlands. So we have Tor. I don't know why we are not utilizing Tor. I don't know why maybe they cannot contain the production within Ghana. So we need to expand it or open up another refinery so we can utilize our own oil. That is the only way that we will control what's going on within Ghana. Right now, it's foreign investors, it's outside people that's dictating to us Africans. And we have our own natural resources here. So we must process our own oil, or we want to always ask these questions: why are we going up and how are we coping? And we must be industrialized within Ghana and open up factories for ourselves and fend for ourselves, so we dictate and place value. So this will be another stream of income and employment for Ghanaians.
So with what the NDC said whilst in opposition in relation to the Russian-Ukraine war, when we were telling them that, oh, this is the situation and this has contributed to so and so, they will hear none of it then.
Right.
Now, if President Mahama, and for that matter the NDC, comes out to tell Ghanaians that, oh, what is happening to us currently is due to the American, Iran, and the ongoing war. What would be your message to the NDC and the president?
Technically, it's not the same, because it was COVID. There was a pandemic, and it was felt worldwide. And you were not able, borders were closed, we're not able to leave Ghana and so forth. And right now we're able to move freely. We're not under any pandemic. I think President Trump made a comment that he would like to withdraw troops from Iran and so forth, and they want to have talks. And we went through this for several years, and this war hasn't impacted us like that. So even if there's a war, there's not a war, we still must look into processing. That's the only answer.
You have some siblings out there in the US of A.
I do. I have one sibling. That's
you have one sibling currently in the US of A.
And one is in Ghana.
And how are they coping? The last time, I think, when you came here, you told me she found herself in Dubai.
Correct.
Is she back to the States now?
Yes, please.
And
she quickly ran back.
And how's the war treating them? What's the situation there currently? How are they feeling the impact? Maybe that's the right word for me to use.
I think she's doing okay, but she's also concerned with how the world with Trump is taking some certain positions, that she's also concerned that maybe they will retaliate and they will also find themselves in not being safe, but I think she's coping and she's doing the best that she can.
Having said that, okay, ebusuya for ebia ya kwa ebia na afed wechi mo fidi aba beto ado ba be ne video aba Beatrice Nanaya owarewa siao na etwetwe nkomo na owaha de oye NPP ne de biya hwe eye amamu no ho ensem de ekokoko so ewo yema mu na bibisa no ho ensem kakra buso lo su ye Ghana ni oye NPP ni oye Ghana ni say no huniema fango bodo say ena hunuo ne empo kania edundumi ene wonama na jua be ka say enche ubepia na junu be bia yetum yedundum kania na bibisa no na eduna na ono me bolo tofa edi a kire wo fancha be eduna na o kire mu say ono last time obai okai o say ni fie obeto kania boso be edru boso me no na waboka nesike ya se be 5,000 cedis boso me nko oboka be 5,000 cedis the last time na maybe beside se then o twetwe nkomo maybe the sumo ono so edesum na so obosa aka na maybe say na oboka nko be 5,000 cedis last time maybe say and then so asiso dia maybe say 5,000 cedis ya bia wako ECG for enchen akwa bisa omo na because our complaints the Ghana for do na chese ebadu bum o se wakoho na okoho no de omo ka kire na de se obi antapo ne kandia no ye katsa de se obo enti onje enhye ne ho ne de eno no ne Ghana inhira onya ewum eno ntiaja onu de otibusa ye se ate so 4% and also eno ye kitwese na afa fango nso no si sada etie fango de na bribi de NDC president Mahama ekaye ne de omo kano eboabra because saa time no kwa covid ya to borders nyina mu ne ho kro de ba nti wiase afa na nyina na area but na de America ni Iraq de Iran was a day de ani enka ba bi na enya enka Ghana kra de nkedi se ebe kan ye kra sisi nti ono nso na dwen kire a ewo ho eno no enti sansam da na baby sada yegu nkomo no eso dadaya generally before by conclude on that after 1 year or let me say 15 months
okay
the NDC has been on the seat for 15 months now. Once again, what would be your general assessment of the NDC in power 15 months into office? Economic situation, everything in between. What would be your assessment?
It's like, cocoa farmers were complaining. They made several promises and failed, recanting on several things, even this LGBT issue that they were pushing Nana Akufo-Addo to sign and saying if they were in government, they will sign it quickly, and that was part of their propaganda. And unfortunately, it's there on the table, and they're tap dancing around this particular bill. They have disappointed several Ghanaians, all in the hopes of attaining power. And we are disappointed, and this is what we are going through and looking at within 15 months. Then what are we expecting in the future? So sometimes we need to take better decisions when we vote. We need to exercise our rights. Even if some people said, oh, I didn't vote this time because you were mad at certain things. But we are suffering now, and minimum wage is low. People are crying. Unemployment is an all-time high. We are at 17 cities for diesel. It's ridiculous in 15 months. And what went wrong? And not signing the bill for the against the LGBTQ.
Yeah, I'll come personally to the LGBTQ.
And now you're saying it's not a priority. It's a disgrace. It's bad.
But with your mention of cocoa farmers, you're into farming yourself, but
yes, but mine is into rubber.
Yeah, yours is into rubber.
Yes, please.
Oh, talking about rubber, I think I saw a publication today. They were talking. It was something about under declaration of rubber, blah 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 blah. Rubber.
Yeah, rubber.
Yeah. Would you want to go into that?
That's what I'm into.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to go into it? Tell us something about it.
All farming in Ghana is hard. All farming is hard. All farming.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It takes 7 years for rubber to mature, so it's all hard. It's all hard.
It's not an easy
It's not
way.
easy. Government doesn't really back farmers like they're supposed to, giving accessibility to equipment such as tractors and so forth, and plows. If you don't have the money, then you're suffering. So, and then to hire people, that is also expensive. So it's also has its challenges as well.
But with your assessment of the current economic situation, touching on that, and with fuel prices currently going up, today we know that sachet waters producers or the producers of sachet waters have indicated that from the 6th of April, they're going to increase sachet water. And with the drivers too as well, they are calling for an increment in lorry fares. Do you think there is the need for that call presently?
I think we need to sit down with them because people's salaries are not increasing. So if you're increasing sachet water, which was once upon a time 10 pesos, and now we're at 50 pesos. So we're going to increase it to what? To 70 or 80 to one city for one. And then trotro or drivers are increasing their fares, and people's salaries is still the same, or most people are not having jobs. Then what are you teaching Ghanaians to do to get the rest? That means they're going to steal, they're going to do more crime, is going to increase. So we need to sit down and find a way to resolve and mitigate these issues. You know, the MPP manages government way better than the NDC. It's just a fact. Do you understand? Whatever we do, NDC mimics and copies. We had a registration, NDC also is having a registration. So it says a lot about the type of people that are in our party and how we look at things and move forward objectively. So we do need a call. We do need to sit down. How are they going to do this? That is what President Mahama needs to prioritize and move forward.
All right, it's good to be TV. Bene aye Beatrice Nanaya Owaruwa Siao and Echiche Nkomo and Enyumre. Na me tuan komono so still economic yina na yebisa. Na me tuan komono so a me no call almighty LGBTQ. Nkomono eso. Na odo wo ye bi ntu de bibisa do se da dwenkyere ai wo ho eni sei ena president ababe kyerɛ sɛ enye ade ehia no enye ne hia nie bibisa da na ya sɛ empo odo nso ohunu ye sei na ya
yes so any
wa dwenkyere ewo LGBTQ
oh what a
plus yeah for starters, just before we go into all that, what's your opinion about LGBTQ plus and all that?
Steve marrying Steve or Joe. That's against our culture, but they're there, so we have to respect their rights. They unfortunately cannot impose their rights to the mass people of Ghana at large. In the U.S., you see that, but here is not the U.S., and it's only in 26 states in the U.S. out of the 50. It's frowned upon in Ghana, even though it's there. And man cannot hold hands. You cannot openly, love another man or woman. It's frowned upon in every religion within Ghana, and it's not accepted. That's our culture, and Ghanaians have stand by. Doesn't mean that we hate them, but we are not part of that particular mindset. That's not how we were brought up. If you tell this to your parents, they I don't know if they'll disown, beat, what they will do, but it's bad. We view it to be, a grave sin, and it's a nasty act. That's how Ghanaians view it at large. So it's not acceptable. That's how we view it. But people do it, and we don't encourage it, but people do it.
Prior to the 2024 elections, there was so much politics regarding LGBTQ plus and all that. When the stance of the NDC once again, whilst in opposition, with respect or regards to what the president said concerning LGBTQ, he actually called the clergymen and told them that, wow, he's vehemently against LGBTQ. And he was surprised that Nanado is not signing the bill into law.
Right.
And so when he comes, he will do the needful. We heard from the likes of Sam George and and all, let me use the word brethren. Now, the NDC once again finds themselves in power. And they are dragging their feet. With regards or respect to signing the bill into law, they tell us it's expired and all that. Just last week, the president, after he went outside to the States, he was denied being given an honorary award or whatever by the Johns Hopkins University. He came back, and what he told Ghanaians is that, LGBT currently is not what is, let me use the word, not as priority at the moment. But maybe we can think of other things. You buy into that?
No.
LGBT, with all that they did whilst in opposition.
Right.
Now the president tells us that, it's not of priority. So maybe, I don't know whether there's a way. But give me your opinion. What do you make of all this?
But how long does it take to sign a bill? I mean, does it take a week? No, you just sign and you move on.
They tell us that the one they wanted President Akufo-Addo to sign into law back then is expired at the moment. So they are now working on a new one.
Okay.
That's what they tell us.
Okay. And he also mentioned that it's not a priority. So what is the priority now? What is the priority now? And how do we move forward? And when are you going to sign? And when are we going to implement a new bill? Because if you don't sign this bill, that means you are telling Ghanaians we should accept how things the other parts of the world think. And that coincides with our culture and our way of living. So you use this as your propaganda. You can't flip-flop. You can't say today it's green today and then blue tomorrow. So he must take a stance and sign the bill. Because tumu is, and yet it's not good. We don't believe in that. We're not the U.S. This is Ghana. We have values. It's part of our culture. And due to foreign investors, maybe he's afraid that maybe he will step on toes. Maybe that's why he's tap dancing around the bill. I'm not sure. I don't know. But, you know, if you are using that as a campaign message and now you're going back to change what you're saying, then you're being dishonest to Ghanaians, and Ghanaians need to take a harder look and look at this and remind themselves during 2028 that they have now recanted what they promised to do.
But Nanaya, you are also into politics at the moment. What's the behavior of the NDC? What they promised Ghanaians regarding Galamsey, they've backtracked on that. Whatever they promised Ghanaians regarding this LGBT, they once again making a U-turn. Almost everything, 24-hour economy, everything the NDC promised to do for Ghanaians,
right,
when they are voted into power, it seems they're backtracking on all that.
Correct.
As a politician yourself, what do you think the next generation will think or make of politicians if we keep behaving this way?
That we don't tell the truth. That I can just promise the world, the moon, the stars, and then I don't have to fulfill it. They need to be held accountable. You can't just promise Ghanaians we're paying cocoa farmers $6,500 and you are not able to pay half of that amount. We are the ones suffering. Cocoa farmers some people have taken loans. People are crying. All of that on TV, on the radio, on the street. What do we tell these people that voted for you? So We are telling the young people, we are telling Ghanaians that a politician can stand on TV from the NDC, give you sweet words like honey, and then just to get votes, and when I'm in power, I do what I want to do, and that's not how it's supposed to be. If you're giving staunch reasons and staunch assessments, and people put you into power for those reasons, you must fulfill that. That is your obligation. Or you're ripping the core of trust. So people right now do not have trust in the NDC because of the flip-flop nature. It's wrong.
I keep saying you are being true. If you compare the kind of politics in the States to what we do here in our side of the world, specifically in Ghana, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? What do you make of politics back there in the States and what's happening here in Ghana?
You know, in Ghana, people make accusations. You know, sometimes it's baseless. They're just rumors. They just want to defame the person. And in the States, though they make accusations, but you don't see some people hit below the belt like they do in Ghana.
So what you see is that here in Ghana, people hit far below the belt. Oh, okay.
And before you would just ignore it, but now people are taking people to court based on defamation. So you can't just necessarily make certain statements like you're supposed to. Yeah.
So that's what
I've noticed that most people use rumors, propaganda. They say anything just to get a vote. Look what's happening right now with the NDC. So, and it also, people should just think deeper. When someone does make an accusation, you should research and make sure that what they're saying is true, because there have been several propagated lies that people have said.
So you think our kind of politics here is quite aggressive?
Aggressive, goes below the belt. It hurts feelings. They don't think about the person. They just want the goal and the objective to win, and they want to win at all costs. It's a bit insulting. People say a lot of things, and either you develop a thick skin, or you don't show that it bothers you.
That draws me into my next question. As a woman in politics, mostly in our part of the world, people or politicians, some people keep preaching that more women should be in politics. Even in parliament, we preach that more women should join so that they go to parliament. But as a woman in politics, talking about the aggressive nature of our politics back here at home, tell me your experience as a woman in politics.
You know, most politicians in Ghana,
because you aren't scared going into it in the first place.
No.
And once you are into it as a woman in politics, what are your experiences? And how can we make it better for women to feel encouraged to go into politics?
So if you look at both sides of the pendulum, you will see that you've never seen a woman as the general chairman. Both sides, NDC, MPP.
As a national chairman.
As a national chairman, you don't see that. You don't see that. So, but you see them in organizer roles.
Yeah, women organizer.
You see them as assembly women, a few of them. You don't see too many of them as the PM. So, though we are, if you look over the past 20 to 30 years, those gaps are closing in and more women are entering. And right now we have 40 women that are MPs out of the 275. Though it's not half, but we're slowly and surely getting there. And currently we have a VP that's a woman as well. So we are closing the gaps, we're closing the disparities, we're moving forward, bringing diversity and affirmative action. Then that's something to be proud of. But to change those narratives would be maybe looking into encouraging more women to go into politics, or to go into get into law degrees and so forth like that, to be push them and encourage them to be advocates for social change in communities and so forth. And then also the filing fees and the nomination fees should be looked into. So if you're charging Kwaku, let's say 500 cities, maybe you should charge 200 or 250. So you will get more capable, intellectual people who can do the work properly, and that will bring more women into those roles. So I think that looking at the fees will be one, and encouraging our young women that they also can do it.
Do you sometimes feel intimidated as a woman in politics? Do you regret going to it first place? And maybe you sleep on your pillow and think that, oh wow, why did I find myself in this? Maybe I just want to pull out. Do you have such thoughts?
I mean, I think we all have thoughts, but I enjoy it. There are times that it can be challenging, but I enjoy it. People of Asante Mampong has opened me and welcomed me in open arms. You know, I started off as a philanthropist, doing community projects as boreholes, building schools, removing a refuse waste, and so forth like that, paying school fees for people at large and so forth. So we are all politicians if you look at it, because we all have paid someone's school fees. We've all given cash to someone who was in need, took in someone in our homes when they didn't have the money to rent and so forth. So we are all politicians in our own right. But sometimes you do ask yourself, wow, you know, I could have just sat in a corner and enjoyed your life. And
it's a man's world, right?
Yeah, it's tough, you know, because there's not a lot of sponsorships. You know, you use your own monies to do things and so forth, and it's discouraging. So a little bit, but when you sit back and when everything is done and said, sometimes you are feeling like, wow, I really accomplished that. You're a trendsetter. You're an asset to your community. People look up to you. If it's not you, who would do such a thing? So it's changing the narrative and speaking for those who don't have the voice or the outlet to speak.
All right, NJBI ye bebo tofa and then kabede nana ya nanka ye kwedi mupa, but NJ ye bebo tofa. Yababo tofa na de me bi sane nyina se emma ewo politics bu da bia na ye nto aba na emma dodo na amra emma nso ba na omu jai emma iba na omu ko parliament wo hwe eye emma dodo a ewo hodo ba empo yi hu ne se eso tia na eti na me bi sane se no no de ne ho eje politics yi win oyo ba do ya na ete de sei and also edu ba bia obi a adwen de but enyemresa edu baby anu wabem eye buru so ohwe edi daso e wo ho de said empo or de be a relation man ponfo so any edanso so adache say no na ema no ekọ benanim ti wo ka ema ho de se eno anso obeto akoso no waye de oye no ye philanthropist or you be a nsebu ye de yemu ye oye adoye edebua adasa nti ni obaye no de ode de ho awura mu de sa na ese okono na ya very soon that we'll be going in for the news, but tell the people of Asante Mampong something. But Asante Mampong, they're listening to you, Nanaya Owaruwa Siao. Tell them something. Tomorrow we're going for the Easter break. Today is Holy Thursday and all that. You just tell your people something.
It's Holy Thursday. We're starting the new month in April. So new month, new ideas. You know. I would tell the people of Asante Mampong that even though physical registration within MPP has closed, so signing your name in the book, but online registration is ongoing, and and it's easy at your fingertips, so you can use your mobile phone or laptop and access that and just register to get your party card and to vote during the 2028 presidential elections. That's what I'm urging all Ghanaians, not just Asante Mampong, to do.
Maybe the next time we come around, we'll talk about you as an entrepreneur, right?
Okay.
Maybe a guy as you're a businesswoman. So maybe how time flies there. Today we wanted to do this quite lengthy one, but then I think it's been fruitful.
Yes.
And thanks so much once again for passing through. And tomorrow is a holiday. Enjoy your holiday.
You too.
What would you be doing this Easter?
Oh, tonight I'll be going to Asante Mampo.
Oh, you'll be going tonight to Asante Mampo?
Yes, please.
Oh, you're going to celebrate Easter with your people?
Yes, please.
Wow. And yeah, Nana ya eba Asante Mampo. Or see you eba be di Easter no. And Nana ya?
Yeah.
Ya better was it. Ya me age now.
Amen.
Yabesa Asia. Yadi don't see a cassia bodo bro. Nana ya. Owarewa Sian, Beatrice Nanaya Owarewa Sian, and Bna Utie no Asante Mampo this year. No, a National Council of Patrons.